Kemper, Profiler, Tones and Talks. Hello, everybody. Hello, Mr. Thomas Dill. How are you?
Hi, Tom. I'm fine.
Great. So today we're back entirely in Kemper Profiler Player country, and we're going into the upgrade level 3 area, I guess. And Thomas has some tricks, good practices, and do's and don'ts for us when it comes to how to set up the Profiler Player with an expression pedal and how to get the most out of it. And let's dive in immediately. So where should we start? Of course, finally the switching is working now. The three switches and the combo switches, and a lot of functions which haven't been available before are now available, and especially with the full array of effects and the effects blocks. So, what's your take then?
First of all, it's not level 3; it's all levels.
It's all levels. Okay,
yes,
even
definitely, definitely. Because the expression pedal functions are available for all levels. So volume pedal, stop, not really. Morph pedal is not working because there's no morphing at level 1. But the volume pedal, the wah pedal, definitely is working. Morph pedal and pitch pedal is not working with level 1. So I need to correct myself. Sorry for that. But yes, you will see.
It's okay. You're welcome. Well, it's a lot. I mean,
Yes.
as we said, so much stuff condensed into this small footprint. This is so amazing. And of course, there are so many options. And later about that, because it offers new degrees of freedom. So...
Pedal.
Oh yeah, you got the Nectar one. I
I
have
have
it
the
too.
Nectar. So the easiest, smallest studio version with the cable on it. So it's working fine.
Yeah,
And
20 bucks or so.
I think, yes.
Yeah, very highly recommended.
Okay, should we start? Yes.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so
Just let us know.
first of all, we are taking a look at the rig manager. And here it is. So you need to go to your system settings. And here you find everything regarding the expression pedal. So that means we are, where are we? Oh, here it is. It's not connected. So this is the reason why I didn't find it. So now going back to the player, I show you the player. Here we are. So here's the player and the Nectar pedal, and here is the cable for the Nectar pedal. It's now in the player or connected to the player. And we're going back to the rig manager. So now you can see there's a pedal connected, and it doesn't say the mode is off. So now you need to choose a mode. So another thing, sorry for that, I forgot that. There are many options that you have. I said it already. So you can use it as a volume pedal. You can use it as a wah pedal. This is level 1. Then you can use it as a pitch pedal. I think this is level 2. And you can use it as a morph pedal. This is level 2 also. And level 3, you can use everything. Am I right, Tom?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you. So, a little bit confused. I was 1 week on vacation, so I need to learn everything new.
Yeah, no problem. I changed the glasses. Hello. I had this thing as well. I was confused. Yesterday, I tried to do an automatic switch between volume pedal mode and that the wah engages automatically with just the one pedal when there's a wah effect active in the profiler, and it didn't work. And I was, well, it's a bug, whatever. No, it was of course not a bug, because you have to define the pedal as a wah pedal, even if you use it for 99% as a volume pedal, when you want to activate the switch wah to volume, because then it basically works the other way around. And you just need to know that. I guess this is in the manual. So I totally
I will show you everything
understand and
in 5
forgive.
minutes.
Yeah. Go.
Okay, going back to the rig manager. So here we are, and we have the mode off, and here you can see it's you have the options of pedal type 1, pedal type 2, mono switch, dual switch, and profiler switch. We don't switch, we need pedals. And pedal type 1 is the most common one. So they said in the manual it's the Roland type. So you can use the Dunlops, you can use the Nectar. And pedal type 2 is for the Yamaha pedal style. So I didn't ever use a Yamaha expression pedal, so I don't know what the reaction is of that. So I mostly turn on pedal type 1. So then when you have pedal type 1 on, you have the function. And here are the functions. I said that already: morph pedal, wah pedal, volume pedal, pitch pedal, or monitor volume pedal. I'll come to that later. The first thing that you might need to do is to calibrate the pedal. So, and this is the trick I'm using is first time always morph pedal, because then you see the slider when you move the pedal. And if the pedal is not calibrated correctly, it might show this when you're in the toe position. And then it needs to be calibrated. So you press this calibrate button and go back, go to the maximum, maybe another one. And now it's going to the maximum and it's calibrated. So this is a very important thing to do first. And it's great to have that with the morph pedal, because you see in the morph slider if the pedal is going to the maximum or not. Okay, first thing is using the expression pedal as a volume pedal. You choose volume pedal, of course. And wait a minute, I need to take that pedal down. Okay, so now we have a volume pedal. Nice to have. And there are some options, some great options. And you find these options in the rig menu here. And we have volume pedal and the location. So that means where the volume pedal is located in the signal chain. So we have the options input, pre-stack, post-stack, and output. So input means at this point, in front of all the effect modules. Pre-stack is here, behind the fourth module D, and before the stack. Then we have post-stack here, before module X, and we have output here behind the reverb. So with the location input, you have some impact on the gain. You can clean it up. So it's the same, nearly the same as the volume knob on the guitar. So when you have an amp which is highly distorted, So you can really play with the gain with using the volume pedal. Another thing, next step is pre-stack. So it's located here. It has impact. So the same impact on the amps gain, maximum volume and lower volume. But if you have, let's say, less gain and have an overdrive pedal turned on, taking a little bit less gain to show you how it works really. Then the green screen. And now going back with the volume. As you can hear, the gain of the green screen doesn't change. Now it changed a little bit the volume. So this is something like a master volume for the drive pedals that you have in front of the stack. And it doesn't have that much impact. Or it has a little bit, no, it has impact on the amp's gain if you have a higher gain setup. So next thing, Tom, do you like to add something?
No, I just, I like to use a compressor a little bit. And so then you can decide if you use it as a gain pedal with your shaped and compressed signal.
Okay, yes.
To state as thick as you like it when, the amp gain is lower, or if you want to put it before that compressor, because then it changes the overall tone much more. So that has to be taken into consideration.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Going back to the rig manager. Okay, next step is post-stack. And with post-stack, we have the classic master volume. So if you have the gain setup very high, taking the volume back, the gain doesn't change, but only the volume. And if you have something like delay or reverb, it doesn't cut the tail of the delay or reverb. So I'm just playing one chord and going back with the volume. And you hear the delay is fading out or is, doesn't stop. If we use output and I do the same thing, playing a chord, and going back with the volume, you hear it. It cuts the delay tail. So this is something that you need to know, and do it, use it like you want to, like you need it. And there's another thing. Wait a minute. So I need to go to the player now. What you can do is, or it's set in the factory settings, that the volume pedal can turn on the tuner. So now you see it's working. No tuner is on. I'm going back with the volume pedal and now the tuner is on. I can tune the guitar. And this is set in the rig manager. You can see it in the system setting. Here, tuner at volume 0. So when I go back with the volume pedal at point 0, so the heel position, the tuner is turned on. If you don't want to have that, you just turn it off here in the rig manager, this one. But it's nice to have, because when you want to tune with the player, you don't need an extra switch to turn on the tuner. You can do that with the volume pedal. Tom?
No, I'm just thinking because I'm just looking at my rig manager here, and I saw that it's checked,
Yes.
tuner at 0. The downside is that I don't have the pedal at 0, never, because I use the range parameter. So I don't want
Okay.
to digress too much here. So it would be better if it would be heel and not 0. But maybe we should talk to the
No, no,
resp-
no. For me, definitely. I'm using the tuner always when I have the volume turned off because tuning is volume off.
Yeah. But it would be for me just
Yes.
convenient to have it because
To switch
I
it.
never go off completely
Okay.
because I
Okay.
use it
Okay.
as another gain
Yeah.
thingy. Okay, yeah, just a little bit of
But great thing to know the boost function with the volume pedal. I can show you that one. Going back to Rig Manager. And then in the rig menu, we have here the range. And Tom, you have the range always set to positive value?
no. I
No?
have it always to between -2 and -3, depending on the guitar.
Okay, so yes, you don't go all the way down and you have it located at input. Is that right?
Right,
Yes.
exactly, right.
Yeah, okay. So you have the most range to get to control the gain.
Right.
Yeah.
So, because when, I could show it later,
Yeah.
so I don't want to interrupt here.
Okay.
Because it's if you use the volume knob on the guitar quite a lot, that's all fine in the studio and so. But when you want to play live, it's hard to find the desired position quickly. And if you program this with the volume pedal, you just kick it to heel, and you're in this
Yes.
clean situation. And
Yeah.
so I'll show it later. Please go on.
Okay, so the boost function is, so when you have that range, this is the factory setting at -5, then you have in the heel position no volume, and then it fades to the maximum. I need to go to input. Then at 0, there's nothing when you move the pedal, and when you go in the positive area, so let's say at +3, so we have 0 normal volume in the heel position. When I go to the toe position, now again, heel position. So you get this typical boost, and yeah, you have, I can show you here. So this is normal position and more gain. So it's quite fine to use that one if you don't really need a typical volume pedal, but need some kind of boost, some gain boost. And you can also do that as a lead boost. So place it at location output or place it at location post stack, and you have a master volume or a boost master volume, the lead boost, with a little bit more volume, 3 dB volume or something like that. So these are all the things about the volume pedal. I need to look at my sheet here. Did I forget something? No. Going to the next one, the wah pedal. Okay, rig manager. Here we are. And here's my wah rig. We have a prepared wah effect. And take pedal type 1, as wah pedal. Taking the pedal down. And when I move the pedal, so we have the wah. And as always, we have some options. And you find the options in the wah menu. So here is the pedal mode is bypass at stop. That means when I don't move the pedal, the wah effect is bypassed. Now I'm moving the pedal. No move. So this is great when you just like to play and like to kick in the wah pedal while you're moving the pedal, or the wah effect. Another option is bypass at heel. You might guess it. When you're in the heel position, the wah effect is bypassed. So now I'm in the heel position. Oh.
What happened?
This is great. So the mistake is the guitar player and the pedal. So we have a control here. So for the range of the pedal, something as I showed in the rig manager, and this is not at the minimum or at the maximum. So it doesn't go to the heel position, and now it's off.
Okay,
So if you have a pedal with a control, always set it to maximum. So to use those specific things here with bypass at heel or bypass at toe, or the volume at 0 to turn on the tuner. So, okay, now heel position, wah is off. Now another position. Next thing is bypass at toe. The opposite thing. So when I'm in the toe position, it's off. And when I'm moving the pedal beside the toe position, it's on. But also you can go to the toe position. It stops a few seconds of, 1 second after you're going to the toe position. So you have this, the whole range. And the benefit of those three, you need to decide what you really need. If you're using fixed wah positions, so for some drive sounds or something like that, the bypass at toe or bypass at heel is great to use, because when you stop the pedal, when you have bypass at stop, it's going off. So it's not usable for fixed wah situations or fixed wah sounds. So these are the wah parameters. Now let's go further to the next one and use it as a morph pedal. So here's my rig. It's with delay. And you can't hear the delay because it has some morphing on with the mix level. And now it's at 0. And when I turn the morphing on, going to the morph position, you hear the delay. So to do that, I'm doing that now with the mouse of the computer. And to do that with the pedal, you need to choose the function morph pedal. And now I'm moving the pedal and the slider is moving. So this is a nice way, yeah, to use all the morphing stuff that you like to use to switch on some effects with the with morphing and to get some more sounds. Next thing is use it as a pitch pedal. My pitch rig is here and I have pedal pitch, the pedal pitch effect. So this typical, well, we have an octave up sound created with the pedal. And now I need to go for function pitch pedal, and we have this one. That one. So the problem is if you like to use sometimes wah effects, but would like to have some volumes, would like to have some pitch effects and so stuff. So the things that Tom that you said about, you can combine things. So we have in the rig manager this nice menu here: wah to volume, morph to wah, wah to pitch, morph to pitch. This might be some kind of confusing, and I always think about, okay, I have a wah pedal, let's say this one, and with my wah pedal I can control the volume when I want. Check it. So now the wah pedal, or the pedal, controls the volume effect if there's no wah effect on. So my volume rig has no wah effect, so that means I can do some volume fades. Here's my wah rig. A wah is on, and at bypass at stop. And I can control the wah effect. So the wah effect, if there's a wah, then it's overruling the other stuff, the volume in that case. So next one is, what do we have here? We can use wah and pitch. So the wah pedal, my expression pedal, can control the pitch effect. That means if we have a pedal pitch, it can be controlled with the wah pedal, and if there's nothing, it does nothing. So this is there's no pitch effect and no wah effect. And here's the wah effect, and we can control this effect with the pedal in that setting. If you like to, you can use both wah to volume, wah to pitch. So I have my wah pedal set as always here. Then if there's a rig with no wah effect and no pitch effect, then it controls the volume. If we have a wah effect, controls the wah. Morph, there's nothing, and again it controls the volume. And with the pitch effect we have the pedal pitch. And the same goes with the morph pedal. When you have, take here assigned morph pedal, then the morph pedal controls the wah effect. So that means here we have in my morphing rig, it controls the morphing. In my wah pedal effect, we have the wah controlled. And again, We can do that with the pitch effect. So now the Morph pedal controls the pitch effect, and it can control the wah effect as with the other ones too. So you can have Morph pedal, Morph to wah, and Morph to pitch, or use it as a wah pedal and then choose wah to pitch and wah to volume. So when you have Morph to wah, it doesn't have any effect because you're choosing here a wah pedal. So then you need to do that one. Tom.
And it means that it doesn't morph then as well. So it just does that dedicated pitch effect, for example.
Yes, yes. But I think you shouldn't use both. So you always should use one, not a rig when you have, let's say, Morph to wah. In that rig should be either a wah effect or morphing stuff. Because then it's getting, it might be okay. So it, okay, I see you.
Yeah, I mean, some things, of course, don't make sense, but
Yes.
yeah. But yeah, it should be made sure that you know what you're maneuvering with in your rig, and
Yes.
to be on the safe side to take all that morphing stuff off if you don't want to morph. Definitely, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, cool. So I just wanted to maybe just add this before we go. If you're interested,
Of course.
I have this this thing. Let me just get a little bit up. An example for how you can very uniquely add 3 gain stages now with the Morph switch and the volume pedal to your rigs, because for example, let me see. Yeah, so I have, let me quickly show my rig manager. So here I just have a simple I have this simple combination of I have a wah pedal and the wah to volume. So when I have no wah in there, I'm just in the volume mode. And here I have this range parameter. I use it to go from clean stuff or close to clean to just doesn't show the movement, but and then if I hit the switch on top of that on the player, I morph even further to morphing back with the switch. Heel mode with the pedal, toe mode pedal, and morph. So, I don't know, is this, did you understand that? Is that transparent or is it a
Yes,
little...
of course, of course. The only question is, what did you morph? Gain of the amp? Couldn't see it in my small screen.
Yeah, weirdly enough, this didn't update. I did morph, let me see, here. That's, can you see now? Let me change, let me see the screen.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Here. The bass, funnily, because of the clean sound, right? The middle, a little bit, the EQ here, definition a little bit, and then, added some healthy amount of gain. And apart from this, I think here there's a little bit of, oh yeah, there's also,
yes.
I think here's nothing. Oh yes, because I don't want the tremolo for the
high
lead
gain.
sound.
Yeah.
And I think it's taking away, no, nothing here. And also nothing here. So I had this clean sound with the volume pedal to -3. And then I get a little bit of, the pure unchanged M tone with a little bit of distortion. And then if I hit the Morph switch on the player, then I get this extra solo stuff. And it's just one rig. I don't have to change the rig. And I just use the volume pedal for, going between bridges and verses back and forth. And just for the solo, I hit this one. And it's very easy. And I don't have to roll down the volume knob.
Yeah.
Because I just hit the pedal and I'm always at the same point and don't have to, focus and fiddle around.
Fiddling, yes.
Right. And you can do that afterwards as well, of course. But you're at a safe place then. And that's pretty simple because this works for, 3 rigs with the Morph knob. And then you can have 2 more in one slot with the combo buttons. So very convenient.
And you have sound number 4 too, because you have Morph off and volume heel. Then you have Morph off volume toe. And you can turn on Morph and go back to heel and the maximum with the volume at the toe position.
I could do that, but I have switched the whole thing to. No, I can do that indeed, because it's in. No, are these things general or do they store per rig?
Which?
This
Everything per rig. Everything per rig.
The wall to volume is per rig, and
no,
I can have it for another rig that it's. Morph to volume and stuff like that.
No, this is system. This is system. But
this is system.
But
if I've engaged both and don't have a wah thing in the rig, it would go.
It's always one.
Okay, I can even then morph the acoustic sound into blossoming clouds of reverb.
So we will hear next week.
I will try that. Okay, cool. Thanks a lot, because I didn't know that. I will try that. Cool.
Okay, so I think we are done.
Yeah, awesome. So thanks a lot for this. Try this at home and try this with level 1, level 2, and level 1, level 2, and level 3. And it's really amazing to have this simple control with this little device and all these amazing sounds. That's pretty cool for any gig. Just throw it into your gig bag and go to the show. That's the future. All right. Cool. Thomas, thank you so much. And see you next time. And bye-bye.
Bye.